Yeah, got my sign back. So, dagnabbit, there's a new notification. Okay. Oh, Instagram's constantly changing. This is not the official beginning. Ready? Zach Life beat depression. It's day 837, and we are back with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody who's tuned in now, anyone who's tuning in later. Appreciate you guys and girls out there. As you know, it's a martial arts for mental health show. We like to focus in on those mental health tools. The first one that we use, powerful mental health tool of gratitude. The more we use it, the more powerful it can become in our lives, helping us find those silver linings and things to look forward to, things to be grateful for. So today, I'd like to mention for my gratitude section that I am truly grateful to everyone who is sharing their platform to help us raise awareness and empower one another with free mental health care. The only way forward is together, so without you guys, without your support, it wouldn't be possible for us to help one another. It would just be me helping myself in secret out here. So thank you, everyone who is sharing their spotlight. And to the big names who have been pumping us out on their platforms, I want to shout out specific gratitude to Milian DeFalco, to Nina Carita, to Antonio Lama, to Greg Wooten, to everybody who has been supporting the cause and sharing their spotlight to help us raise awareness. I am truly grateful to have you guys in my life, as a part of my life, and have you here helping one another. I am dealing with, on a personal basis, on a one-to-one basis, I'm dealing with about 99.9% rejection rate out here. When I tell people, hey, I'm building free mental health care, would you like to support it? They either say no to my face, very small percentage, or they say yes, of course, and then they don't support it. So they just lie to my face. But it is what it is. And the cool thing about that is it makes me even more appreciative, makes me even more grateful to the people who are showing up for one another and who are using their platform and using resources to help spread free mental health care to one another. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. You are all part of my gratitude section today. Go ahead and think about your gratitude section. That's going to help put you in that positive mindset as we move into today's lesson. We are coming at you from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Behind me, a pretty cool lake. I don't know what it's called. And behind that, there is a temporarily shut down amusement park right on the corner of the lake. Looks pretty cool. Would have liked to try that, but oh well, maybe next time. And I am still adjusting to altitude, but I'm doing pretty good. If you guys have been staying in tune with what's going on out here, I'm making my way out to the Beat Depression bus. It's currently located in Buena Vista, Colorado, which is 8,000 feet above sea level. We're at the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, 5,600 feet above sea level. So I'm just acclimating my way up there so that I can do this safely and not die on the way. That being said, we talked about the gratitude tool. Let's talk about the second mental health tool. That's very powerful. It's been very powerful in my life. It's being very powerful in a lot of other people's lives. That's the progress tracking tool. Keeping track of the number of days you show up for you, put in that work, and make progress for yourself in your daily accomplishable goal. And that's an important part. Make sure it's an accomplishable goal. It doesn't have to be this program. It doesn't have to be this whole session. It doesn't have to be the whole 10 minutes. It can be 1 minute of progress per day. That 1 minute is a step forwards, and that step counts because every step that you take forward gets you further and further away from that toxic environment, that toxic headspace, that toxic mentality that depression and anxiety tries to sell us. And it puts you closer and closer to giving yourself proper credit for your strength and endurance out here. So please do keep track of your progress for your sake, and then share it so that other people can know there's ways forwards for themselves. We can help inspire others to be that change we want to see in our world and in our lives by simply sharing our self-care. And shout out to Mad with Hats, Bizak, Bong Bong, yeah. Bong Bong every day. Today is day 190. Heck yeah, man. Good stuff. 190 days of proof of your strength and endurance. Proof that you can get up and fight forwards no matter what this world or these thoughts or these temporary feelings or experiences are telling you. You have 190 days of proof that you are stronger than those temporary feelings and thoughts. So please do always give yourself credit for that. Thank you so much for sharing that number. And I'm proud of you, man. Keep making that progress. Keep going forward. Shout out to This Kid Is Lucky, California Bill, back there on the East Coast, and to my Aunt Carmen. Love you, Carm. Thank you so much for the family support. Appreciate you. So we talked about the gratitude tool. We talked about progress tracking. Today is a low-intensity active recovery session. And it's a good day for beginners because we're going to kind of stick to some basics here, and then we're going to get creative as we move through the lesson. It's going to be a 10-minute session straight through, and we'll be tuning into a breathwork tool that's helped me and it's helping a lot of other people out there as well. It's known as diaphragmatic breathing. So we're going to cover that before we start, and then we'll be tuning back into that breathwork tool and make sure we give our bodies and minds that break from the stress, that break that we deserve from stress and anxiety. And Carm said, I love you too, Carm. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Where was I? You don't get me emotional. Here comes some ducks. All right. Back on track. Let's talk about this diaphragmatic breathing tool before we link it in with movement. And then we'll be able to de-stress and practice our martial arts technique at the same time. Starting with one hand over the chest and one hand over the belly, we're going to use the hands as a guide, and we want to breathe deep through the nose, filling the belly with air, keeping the chest nice and flat. And then we're going to long and slow exhale out the mouth with a little bit of resistance in the mouth, a little bit of pursed lips, a little bit of back pressure there. We're going to long, slow exhale all that air out of the belly, and we're going to make sure that exhale is twice as long as the inhale. This is known as diaphragmatic breathing, and it's a way we can calm our automatic nervous system, putting you back in the pilot seat when you're going through a stressful situation, or you're in a stressful environment, or you're feeling those temporary feelings of anxiety. Go ahead and take that deep breath in. Let's practice it together. Remember, through the nose, deep to the belly, keeping the chest flat. Deep breath in. Hold on to it for a moment. And then long and slow exhale out the mouth. Goal being at least twice as long on the exhale as the inhale. So if you inhale for 2 seconds, we want to exhale at least for 4 seconds. And that's it. It's that simple. That's the diaphragmatic breathing tool. The more we practice it, the more effective we can become at using it, the more beneficial it can be in our lives in many different situations. Even if you're not interested in martial arts, just this breathwork tool alone can work wonders. It's a very powerful tool. So we're going to take it to the next level, and we're going to link it with martial arts movements so that we can enhance our striking techniques, our patterns, improve our self-defense skills, and get that movement side of therapy in there as well. So we've got moving meditation going, we've got breath work going, we're using a little visualization, a little positive thought framework as well in there, and hopefully you'll find something there that you can use that will benefit you in your self-care routine. Remember, find the tools that work for you, roll them all into a super effective routine to fight back towards better mental health each and every day, and keep track of that progress. All right, that being said, I'm going to start this timer. We're going to get right into it. I'll cover those basics as we go. I'll show you how we're linking that breathwork tool in, and then we'll get creative about halfway through with some creative striking patterns. We've got common music coming through the retro boombox. If you like it, you can stream it for free on Spotify. Just search the artist sacklifeofficial.com. Go ahead and pop into your Muay Thai stance. Visualize your opponent. And let's start this thing off with that breathwork tool. We're going to take that deep breath into the belly as we assume our defensive stance. Go ahead and take that deep breath in. Bringing the guard up high by the brow line, holding that breath in the belly in our Muay Thai stance. Long and slow exhale out the mouth into your jab position. Remember, resistance in the mouth, resistance in the lips, step forwards, twisting through the hips and shoulders and extending that lead hand forwards. Turning the knuckles over, landing on those large two knuckles. Defense high on the opposite side. All this happening on that exhale. Finish that exhale in striking pattern, and then nice and slow take that deep breath into the belly as we return to our balanced stance, and hold that breath in the belly for a moment. Long and slow exhale, twisting through into that first striking pattern, the jab, nice and easy, nice and slow. Flow into that striking pattern like water, and deep inhale back to the belly. Resuming that squared stance, squared hips, squared shoulders, long and slow exhale forwards into jabs. Fully exhale there, and deep inhale back to the belly. We're going to add in the cross next, long and slow exhale through both jab and cross. Flowing directly from one into the other, no break in between on one long exhale. We want to finish that exhale again in cross position. Making sure to turn through the hips and shoulders. Rotate on the ball that back foot for the cross. and extend that fist forwards. Finish the breath there and deep inhale back to your defensive stance. Squared hips and shoulders, holding that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. Remember resistance in that breath on the way out. You can tuck the chin in to the shoulder for added defense. Roll that shoulder high. Fully exhale there, and long and slow deep inhale back. Let's tune back into the power of breath. Shake out those arms if you're feeling that lactic acid, and make sure we're keeping this thing low intensity. Use the hands as a guide and breathe deep to the belly through the nose. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Letting that belly fall. We want to keep the chest flat at all times. It's going to slow that heart rate, calm the nervous system. One more time, deep breath in to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. And you might already be feeling those calming effects of that breathwork tool. We're going to pop back into our defensive stance. Remember, link that movement into defense with the inhale and into the offensive striking positions with the exhale out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose into defense, exhaling out the mouth into offense. Now you can use any striking patterns you'd like. I'd like you guys to get creative here. If you're a beginner, you can stick with the jab and the cross. If you'd like to visually follow with me, that's fine. But you can really make this thing your own and use those striking patterns that you enjoy most. And this will help build that muscle memory and make you even more effective, help build up that balance, and sharpen those techniques at the same time, de-stressing the system with the power of breath. Just keep your strikes limited to 2 or 3 total, and follow that breath work tool as a guide, going nice and slow, low intensity. Let's do it together. Deep breath in into defensive stance. Guard high, long and slow exhale forwards. Fully exhale and striking pattern. Deep inhale back to defense. Get creative and use any striking pattern you'd like now. Long and slow exhale forwards. Maintaining balance through your strikes. Moving nice and slow. Finish that exhale in striking position. Deep inhale back. Remember, get creative. Use any pattern you'd like. Long and slow exhale through those strikes. You can use kicks. You can use knees, elbows, any strike you'd like. Just keep it nice and low intensity. If you lose balance at any time, return to your defensive stance with that breath and just reset from there. Deep breath into the belly. Long and slow exhale forwards into striking pattern. Deep inhale back to the belly. Long and slow exhale forwards. Deep inhale back. Work on that balance, keeping it centered, keeping it balanced. Long and slow exhale forwards. Ooh, windy out here. Deep inhale back, and at any time, if you feel lactic acid building up, you feel that burn, it's getting too intense, just shake those arms out, shake those legs out, stay loose, stay limber, and return to that power of breath to keep it low intensity. Deep breath in to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. You can make this breathwork tool even more effective by closing the eyes and visualizing that breath entering the belly and then leaving the mouth. Let's do it together. Deep breath in to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Get back into our striking patterns. Deep inhale into defense. Stay creative. Use the strikes you'd like. And let's flow through this session. Make the somatic healing session together. Deep breath into the belly in defense. Hold that breath in the belly for a moment. Long and slow exhale forwards. And exhale into your striking pattern. You might notice I'm using that advanced technique we started talking about yesterday. The guard changes. I'm going from orthodox stance into southpaw stance after I land that lead low kick. That's an advanced technique you can pick up in that book we talked about. Deep breath into the belly in defensive stance. Long exhale into your striking pattern. exhaling all the way through, moving nice and slow, really focusing on balance as you move through those striking patterns. Finish that exhale out the mouth, in striking position there, deep inhale back to defense, and square up in your orthodox pattern, long and slow exhale forward. Fully exhale there. Deep inhale back to defense. Remember, keep it low intensity. There'll be other days for high intensity. Hold on to that breath. Long exhale. Let's return to that. Again, if you feel your nervous system amping up at any time to that associated energy with striking, return to the breath and calm it down. Give yourself that break you deserve. Deep breath into the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Remember, this is self-care. You're showing up for you and others at the same time. Make sure you're keeping that self-care at the focus of the lesson. Deep breath into the belly. Hold on to it. Long exhale out the mouth. And return to defensive stance. Following that breathwork tool as a guide. Deep breath into defense. Guard high by the brow line. Long and slow exhale through your striking pattern. Fully exhale in that striking pattern. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Remember, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with a little bit of resistance all the way through that striking pattern. Let's go. Long exhale forward. Fully exhale there. And deep inhale back to balanced stance. We want to maintain balance all the way through that striking pattern. Long exhale forward. Slower you move here, the better. We're training that muscle memory. We're pausing at the extension, at full extension of that final strike, maintaining balance, making sure we're balanced in that striking position is going to help us when we want to link combos together. We'll be able to throw them effectively as we're in a balanced position. Deep inhale back to defense. Breathe deep into that belly, long and slow. Exhale forward into striking pattern. Fully exhale there. And deep inhale back. All right, let's return to the power of that breath. We're almost out of time. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. Take that deep breath in through the nose. Close the eyes and visualize it to make it more effective. Hold on to that breath in the belly. And then long and slow through pursed lips. Exhale. Nice and easy. A few more times. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Keeping the chest flat. Visualizing that breath. Long and slow exhale through pursed lips. Exhale twice as long as that inhale. One more time. Deep breath into the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. And that's going to be the end of our Waterflow Wednesday active recovery somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Anyone who's here, anyone who's catching this later. And again, gratitude to everybody who's been supporting the cause and sharing their platform, helping me, help others, help yourselves, help the whole world. We can do this thing together. It can be free for everybody in need. All we got to do is move forward together. Keep making that progress. And keep track of your personal progress, because it will only benefit you more and more. By sharing that progress, we can benefit others at the same time. I want to shout out to Luca. Thanks for being here, buddy. And to Sama Hatami Fit. Thank you so much for joining as well. I hope that you guys are feeling the benefits of this breathwork tool and the other somatic healing tools we are sharing. If you are, please do share those benefits with others so they can know what they can do to help themselves. We just ran out of sun and it's going to get very, very cold. So until next time, I'll catch you same exact time, same exact channel, same exact life. Zach Man out.